when it got to a point that actually this company can run completely without me. I'm not going to be even in the country. I've opened the company in 2007. The problem that I started to have, it was in about 2012. I had altogether 12 people in the office and I had to do the job for them. I didn't have a control. The amount of stress led me to anxiety disorder, panic attack. Got to a point that I was unable to work. In 2014, I had a child. I only took 6 months and I thought that at least I could work few hours and then go back. I had full-time nanny. It felt like I've been working already 48 hours in a row. I was waking up at 2 o'clock. By the time I was coming here, I was completely exhausted. I thought that I'm worth absolutely nothing as a mom, as a business owner, as a partner. I wanted to close the business. The turning point was when my child called my babysitter a mom. I completely collapsed and I couldn't do anything. That was the moment when I started to look for help. I had to go to Italy and get a mental help. I just lost it again because nothing has changed here. And I was thinking, I need to search again for help. And that was when I came across Sally on one of the YouTube videos. So I contacted Sally and she got back to me straight away, like, what's your number? I started to attend all of the courses. When I left the room, I was relieved that I wasn't the only one. The whole process was I implemented, it worked for a bit, and then everything back to square one. But then my team changed. This is normal, people keep on changing jobs. Every time I had to do the same. I had to keep on implementing and train new staff and keep going. Thanks to them, I made a change because at that moment I was still in that mental bubble. So I've been making those changes and I felt at that time that I was happy, but looking at it now, I still wasn't really in the right place. I wanted that change so much that it was sometimes, I was overwhelmed as well. Agent Rainmaker for me, it's a life changer, really. For many business owners, especially people like me, I started to do lettings as a managed properties. I did not take any let-only properties. After we started to take a little bit as well, but we are charging. We do nothing for free. This change made a huge impact on the revenue that we make. Talking to many other business owners, because since the whole change, I started to do some mentoring as well. I don't overwork whatever I do. I don't take too much on me. Sometimes we forget what is important. We get into work life, forgetting about our life. And what I've realized is I want my life back. The best thing that happened is finally I am a mom. I don't spend time in company like I used to do. I drop my son off to school. I'm here from about 9 o'clock. And then 2 o'clock I'm gone because I need to pick him up. My life is better. I can function. I can enjoy my life. I always had a dream to be retired by 30. This obviously didn't happen. So then I was like, okay, so when I'm 40, so I've got 2.5 years left. And this is really happening now. I'm moving in 3 weeks' time and I'm moving to Poland completely. I've been changing my mindset few times. They are like stages, you would say. I thought that I have changed everything and I'm so happy. And then I discovered there is a bigger happiness and I can change even more things. I wanted to be a business owner. I wanted to be able to go for holiday. When it got to a point that actually this company can run completely without me, I'm not going to be even in the country. I always dreamt of running a retreat. And this is what is happening. So this is what is happening as we speak. So in 3 weeks' time, when I arrive to Poland, hopefully by end of August, the build will finish. I will be visiting, hopefully, time to time. But this is the biggest outcome. The impact on my life is that I've got it back. And you cannot put a price on it, but I think it's worth the most.